What's up, AJ? I know you say that there's no such thing as a stupid question in the podcast or at class, but I'm here to challenge that assertion. So recently I was able to switch my handlebar out to the Renthal 827.
Nice.
It's been a game changer.
Look at how...
As you can see, I can run my levers way in, just like you said. And for the first time in my life, I've been able to ride with my fingers on the levers the whole time. Now, one thing I found is that when I re-gripped and I'd grab some throttle, when I'd go to let off the throttle, I'd almost whiskey throttle because my throttle wasn't shutting all the way when my finger hit the lever. So my stupid question is this: when I'm in a situation like that, is the solution just to simply let go of my throttle momentarily and start back at zero? Or is there a better way to do that so that I'm not holding my throttle open inadvertently because my finger's resting on my lever? Thanks, guys.
Real GP sent in that question, and I said, because I have a relationship with him, I said, "You're right. That was our first dumb question."
Oh, really? I was going to say not a dumb question.
All right, let's hear it.
Why? What's your answer?
What, to let it snap back?
That's what I do.
Duh.
Oh, okay.
What, you're muscling the thing? Do people do that?
If he's asking, I'm guessing people do, yeah. Yeah, so...
Maybe I'm the mean one.
Good question, because I've never really elaborated on that necessarily. But first of all, if you're watching this clip, which I'm sure we'll probably clip this and put it on YouTube, that's why I tell people to get those handlebars. Not only are they a very, very comfortable neutral sweep, they go straight forever. So look, if you replay that video and look at how far in he can have his clutch lever and front brake lever because of those handlebars, that's why we all run them. We all run that same handlebar. All the people you want to look like, Jet, Hunter, Sexton, Chance Hymas, myself, unless they've changed bars since last time I've talked to them, I still run the Renthal 827. That's the bar to get it. So move your levers all the way in. And then the regrip question. Yeah, so Real GP, what I do is exactly what you asked if you should do it or not. When I go to regrip, I'm very, very lightly letting go of the grip so that I can rotate my hand forward to grab from that forward position. Obviously, I don't have a death grip on that throttle because I would break the throttle tube or it wouldn't allow my hand to go forward. So very, very light let off to roll the wrist forward. The front brake will act as because you always ride with the finger covering the front brake, will act as that governor. Like you basically will rotate your hand forward until that front brake lever will stop because of your finger being on it. Then you twist from that point. When you go to let off again, you're essentially letting off the grip, rolling forward and twisting. Yeah, we're not just... That would defeat the purpose of the regrip, I think, because then your wrist would not be in this position necessarily, but now we'd be in this position a lot of the time, which is leaving you susceptible. The idea is you want to be regripping so that we're having a straight wrist as much as possible. This is a strong wrist. This is compromised. This is compromised. So the regrip is what allows us to be kind of at our throttle point with neutral wrist. So yes, to then decelerate, you're basically letting go of the throttle and then doing your regrip again. Sorry, Real GP. Cameraman Cam said it was a stupid question, but
yeah,
sometimes things need a little, I don't want anybody to ever have to assume anything. And sometimes there's small little details like that maybe I skip out on.
And here's the thing. We just talked about this too. There is a scenario where you don't do that. And you said that's when you're driving into a sand corner. You don't just let your throttle snap back. You actually do intentionally roll off of it.
Modulate throttle roll off, because in the sand, if you just completely kill power, that is your brakes.
Yeah, you're going to fall apart.
So you have to be careful of that in sand, which I'm 30 years old. I've been pro for half of my life. I didn't learn that until this year.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with Hunter. I think it was at Atlanta Supercross where we had a bunch of sand sections to worry about. I'm like, man, he goes, I'm loving the sand. I'm like, not me. And I told him what I was struggling with. And he's like, mate, stop letting off the throttle. Like if you want to decelerate, it's going from 70% throttle to 60 or to 50, not from 70 to 0, because that's like you're throwing a parachute out behind you and slamming on the brakes. No wonder why you're getting buried in the sand.
Right.
So if you ride sand, be careful. You will have to do a little bit more throttle modulation. Good point. Good point. Good point. Good question.
Good.
If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, go download them. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I think that's it. Go download them there. Give them a listen. If you want to watch full episodes, which I tell you what, it's even better to do that. Go to club.themotoacademy.com because Moto Academy subscribers inside of the app have exclusive access to watch the entire episodes. And not only that, the subscribers actually can send in their questions to be answered on the podcast as well. Club.themotoacademy.com. Go subscribe.